go, Dave, all tucked in now. Do you feel comfortable enough?
Yes, thank you.
Alright, well, you get a good night's sleep. You have a busy day ahead of you tomorrow. I will be up in a couple of hours.
Hey Catherine, can I ask you something?
Yes, Dave, what is it?
Will you fetch me my teddy bear, please?
Sure, I'll go and get him right now for you.
Oh yay. My favorite teddy bear, Sir Snuggles.
Here is your teddy bear, Dave.
Thank you, Catherine.
Well, is there anything else that you need?
Oh, will you read me a bedtime story? You did promise me that you would read me one tonight.
Well, okay, how about I tell you one that I came up with myself?
Oh yes, please, tell me.
Alright. Once upon a time, there was a handsome and strong prince named Dave.
Hey! He has the same name as me.
And he lived in a magical kingdom with the beautiful Princess Catherine.
Well, what do you know, the princess also has the same name as you.
Although, despite being big and strong, the Prince Dave was very immature and childish. He would throw tantrums when he wouldn't get his own way.
Man, what a spoiled brat. Someone should teach him how to act like a grown man.
And Princess Catherine was always annoyed by Prince Dave's childish attitude. He was so childish that it made 2 local children from the kingdom look mature. And those 2 children happened to be the children of Prince Dave and Princess Catherine. Their names were Brian and Emma.
Oh my god. Those are the names of our kids. Wait a minute, are these characters based on this family?
Just let me finish, please, Dave. Anyway, the 12-year-old Brian and 10-year-old Emma were way more mature than what their father was. One day, when it was breakfast time, Dave discovered that there was a fun fair coming to the kingdom, and he was eager to go to it. Unfortunately, Catherine said no, as it was too expensive, so in a fit of rage, he stood upon his chair and began to cry and wave his big muscular arms in the air before proceeding to throw his bowl of porridge against the wall.
Wow. That guy seems to have anger issues.
Angered by this, Catherine told Dave to go to his chambers for a timeout, but Dave angrily refused and proceeded to throw himself to the floor in a tantrum. Catherine proceeded to roll her eyes as she watched her big, strong, muscular husband kicking and screaming on the floor after not getting his own way yet again.
Hang on a minute, this is starting to sound very familiar.
Finally, after having enough, Catherine decided that she was going to physically take Dave to his chambers for a timeout, and despite being smaller than he was, she was able to pick him up and carry him to his chambers before proceeding to throw him in there as his tantrum continued.
Hey, wait a minute, this story is based on me, isn't it?
Whilst in his chambers, Dave continued with his tantrum until Catherine came barging in and screamed, "Stop it!" Terrified by her outburst, Dave curled up in a ball and cried like a baby whilst sucking his thumb and vowed never to throw tantrums and act like a big baby ever again. The end. Well, I'm going to go downstairs now. I'll be up in a couple of hours. Good night, Dave.
Wow, I can't believe she made up a story about me. Wow.